Hey, Sally.
Hello, Scott.
Welcome to my expo. Come on in.
Can I call you?
Wow, that's beautiful. First question is, why did you decide to do it in Paris?
Man, Paris is one of my favorite cities. Probably the first city I love out of any. Yeah. I've traveled all over the world, but it's nothing like Paris. So it's just there's so much. It's so rich with art and culture and history that I thought it would be perfect to do it here for the first one.
And we're very happy to welcome you.
Yeah.
And to have your first expo. This is your first one.
Yeah, very first.
Wow, beautiful. And how many pieces do we have here?
We have 10 here. 10 total. Mm-hmm.
And the title is Echoes of the Past.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Can you tell us a little bit about the whole story?
Well, Echoes of the Past is kind of like my way of saying that these paintings are reflections of a time in my life where I was struggling and dealing with a lot, So, that's kind of like what these paintings represent. They're all echoes from a past time in my life where I was really struggling and I was down and I wasn't I wasn't the best version of myself I could be, So that's pretty much the spirit of the paintings.
Can you show us the first one? The
first one I did ever is over here. It's called Sabotage, and it's very heavy. It's very heavy, but this kind of set the tone for the rest of this exhibit,
When did you paint this one?
I painted this November 2024.
2024, so it's pretty recent.
Yeah, I just started painting.
Wow.
It hasn't been long. But I've been drawing since a kid. I've always been I wanted to be a cartoonist for a while.
Exactly. That was your dream. So how does it feel to kind of make this dream come true?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's great because with art you can start whenever.
Yeah.
There's no age limit.
And there's also this sculpture that I saw. Is it the first time that you did a sculpture?
Yes. Yeah. This is my first one ever.
How long did it take you?
Well, I had All Rights Reserved make this, and I reached out to them on Instagram because I know they do some cause figures and stuff and his statues.
Yeah.
So I reached out, asked if they would be down to collab, and they were into it, and we started building it. I had the painting already, so I just had to kind of draw the different dimensions of the sculpture, the different sides in the back and stuff like that, different angles. And they took my drawings, took the painting, and rendered this.
And what's the meaning of it? Because you can see.
This is kind of like a connection to the Sabotage one. Kind of like you're your own worst enemy type thing. Kind of like you're at war with yourself, which is what was happening in my life for a long, long time, and I didn't know it. So this is why I chose this one, because I thought this was the most powerful imagery out of all of them. It's just I know a lot of people can connect with this. A lot of people are victims of this right here.
And I was going to ask you, the name of the expo is Echoes of the Past. Mm-hmm. It's saying that the past is always lingering around us, it's echoing. Yeah. But how do you do, or if you had any tips, to leave the past behind for good sometimes?
Well, I think you have to really be focused about where you're gonna go. You have to look forward and you have to have a plan. That's one thing with me, and that's one of the reasons why I'm successful as a musician, because even when I was younger, I always thought about my success. I was in high school, I was thinking about being a musician and all these things. I was always focused on the future. So I think that that's one of the main things people have to start doing, is focus on the future and just understanding there's endless possibilities.
Yeah.
You can literally do anything you want. And that's the message that I want to give people. That's really the true message, outside of just what you get from the paintings. I want people to know that at any age in your life, if you invest the time and put in the work, you can learn a new craft and you can be good at it, And that's the thing with me. Some of my friends are like, man, I did stand-up comedy a couple weeks ago, and people are like, man, is there anything you can't do? And I'm just like, man, I'm just out here just firing off, just trying to see what I can do next, But I'm just, I went so long in my life not putting my best foot forward. Like, yeah, I was still making good albums. Yeah, I was still doing movies. I was acting. But like, I didn't tap into my full potential.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I went to rehab in 2016 when I finally had a wake-up call. And I was like, look, I'm going to get out of this. And the future is going to be much different from the past 10 years, you know?
And you did it.
Yeah.
High five to that.
Damn right.
Because you did it.
Damn right.
And I've noticed, we're going to move on to this one, that the paintings are also very colorful.
Yeah.
I want to understand, what was your inspiration behind it? What was the inspiration behind the colors, the clouds?
My idea was kind of like how, like with my music, some of the production can be upbeat and it has a lot of energy behind it. But like the subject matter of the record is a little bit darker and deeper.
Yeah.
So I kind of wanted to apply that with the paintings, the same aesthetic, you know?
I love it. And what is your other favorite painting over here? This one is free.
Free, yeah.
Free.
And I love this one because this was, you know, my mom inspired this one. Yeah, and this was actually going to be the album cover of the album Free for a while. And then I did that shoot, and then I was like, oh man, this photo of me jumping into the clouds is so much fire.
Too. Yeah. But maybe you should be
I was gonna do a deluxe, and I was gonna use this for the deluxe.
I'm going to tell you this.
Yeah.
You're going to do it?
I'm not doing the deluxe.
Okay.
But I was gonna do a deluxe, and this was gonna be the cover.
That would have been dope. Or maybe
Yeah.
a vinyl special collection.
Yeah,
Vinyl? Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, that would be cool as well.
Hell yeah.
Because this
Hell
one
yeah.
is absolutely beautiful. How long did this one take you to do?
It doesn't take me long because I'm impatient. So I paint really fast.
Okay.
Like I'm just like, I want to finish it. I want to see it finished, you know? So I'm like going at it, you know? But I'd say this took me an hour.
This one?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it was just
Wow.
this blue, some clouds, and then my little person. And,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I was going to ask you. Is this Scott or is it somebody else?
So this is, my character is Max, like I was saying before, you know, it's more like my inner child, so to speak, you know.
And right now he's flying in the clouds, so
Yeah.
he's feeling pretty happy.
He's
now.
happy, yeah. Look at his face, he's loving it.
He's loving it. And maybe one last paintings. Which one would you like to explain?
Empty is good.
Empty.
This is kind of like, I know everybody can relate to this, like waking up in the morning and just feeling depleted of all energy and just feeling low and like life is not working out. And I feel like for the longest, my energy, my spirit was on empty for a long time.
Wow.
So that's what essentially this painting, that's kind of like the message I was trying to get across.
Empty. Love it. How you wrote it. Empty.
And I thought that was a cool way of spelling empty,
Yeah.
you know?
That's very beautiful. Last time when we had our interview, you talked about mental health. This one kind of portrayed perfectly. If you had anything to say to all the kids watching, especially now that you're definitely like living this dream that you had of being like a cartoon artist and drawer, what is like the motivation thing you would like to say to those who are going to watch this interview?
Man, get you a canvas and just go for it. Just fucking go for it. Like, you never know. Like, that's the thing. Like, I psyched myself out for years. I wanted to paint for years. And I just kept psyching myself out of it and just like downplaying it and be like, oh, that just seems so hard to do. I don't have the skills. Nobody taught me to paint. But like, no one has to teach you to paint. Just do it. Yeah. You know, just go for it. You know, art is subjective, you know? So it's not like you have to worry about it being bad or good. Like, just paint, you know? And it will unlock something. It will unlock a whole new world for you, you know? And for me, like, it did the same thing for me. It unlocked this whole new realm where I can, you know, when I'm bored in LA, I can go down to my art studio and just be there for hours and just put on music, smoke my weed, just chill out. And it's so dope. I mean, I think last 2025, I did maybe 60 paintings. So I already have my second and third show figured out.
You will do one in Paris, I hope.
Definitely, I want to come back.
That's
Definitely
so
wanna come
dope.
back. Yeah.
So what's the next plan with your art? Is it something that, well, obviously you're going to do again and again?
Yeah, and the reason why I have so many paintings because, as you know, I do so many other things.
Yes.
Next week I could go away for 3 months to do a movie or something, or tour. I have tour this summer, so I have things that kind of take me away from, being free to paint.
Yeah.
So what I do is when I have the free time, I just paint a bunch. So like I get it out the way and I have my collections, and then I'm free to go do other things, But I work fast. I can bang out a lot of paintings in one session. So I'm just really prolific. I was able to come up with a lot of stuff. So much so that I'm prepared for my second and third exhibition.
Oh my God, that's great.
Yeah.
I was thinking, as a big fan of your work, because Intergalactic,
Yeah.
are you planning maybe on doing like a second, and this one you will like maybe paint it out as a cartoon or something? That would be dope.
No, Intergalactic that's a done deal, man. But we're working on other animated projects, so we'll be in the animation space.
That's
There's so many other
great.
stories to play.
That's
I'm not really
great.
big on sequels or doing
Okay,
it's kind of
okay.
like, all right, we did that. Let's move on to the next thing. So many other stories to tell. So
And by the way, I think it's important to say it. You did a special music for the expo.
yes,
Yes.
There's a 10-minute track that plays on loop.
Okay.
And it takes you about maybe 4 or 5 different musical vignettes that play, and they all bleed in together. It's like one long song, but it takes you on different journeys.
And that's the one you did. Maybe we can walk through it so we can film it.
Can you do me a favor and start it from the beginning? It's called The Worlds of Madness.
Okay. The Worlds of Madness.
Yeah,
Please need to dance do this.
Again?
that's good. And just look at the paintings. Just walk around and look at the paintings while listening to the music.
Let's do this.